Happy New Year! That's right, it's 2018. Who would have thought? And we have a brand new week of Webisodes, our first look, and we're beginning with a brand new computer DVD. Now, Teresa has been working for the last 6 months on getting the projects for this DVD, and we're going to show them to you.
It is 100 clever, creative cards, and they are going to be really easy to do, which is why we call them clever.
Exactly. And wait till you see what we have. Come play with us. And here it is, Teresa's 100 clever, creative cards.
100 unique cards. There are 5 hours of video classes on there with
there
Paulette
are.
just walking through each step for you. She's there for you the whole way.
And what happens is that when you insert this into your computer or into your external drive, which is if you don't have one in your computer, you can purchase an external one. It's really simple.
Right. Then you're going to see this
Right.
pop up on your screen. So you're going to be able to click on all of these different chapters, folded cards, cuts and folds, pop-ups, pocket cards, moving parts, specialty shapes, and folds.
This is an introduction video where I'll go over just a little bit of the techniques that are used, how to cover a card. If you're an experienced card maker, you can probably skip it. If it's new to you, that's a good place to begin. So there we go with that.
But if you choose to click on a chapter, then you'll get something like this. Well, this is chapter 2, and it shows you each of the projects, and right above them, it's going to be a little tab where you can click on there to see the video.
Right.
Am I right? Okay, and then usually Teresa does 2 cards for each one.
Always does. Almost always.
So all of these great cards you're going to be able to choose from. This is just chapter 2, cuts and folds. Down here at the bottom is something kind of unique. 2 little cards that are called the Tea Light Box.
And this is actually that card, one of them. And well, many things I love about this, but one of it is simple to do. Again, the cleverness.
Right.
It has a tea light in it, and I'm hoping with our lights on you can see. Yeah, so when you set this, it's got that little flickering, and she has used vellum to over top the top of her.
To highlight that window. So there's a window in the front of this. This is really simple. So that's something that you get on the DVD. You get the instructions. You get patterns when you need them. And you're going to be easily be able to construct these.
And then she usually gives you a second version. In this case, it is a Christmas version. And so pretty.
So beautiful.
So
with those patterns, you'll be able to print out that pattern, which I did that. I printed out the pattern actually on copy paper. Then you cut out the pattern. You can use it to trace right onto the cardstock. It tells you right where to score, so I scored all of my lines. And for this one in particular, it's just that simple that you just start folding along the scored lines. You're going to cut out your window just the way Teresa says, and she'll often use extra sticky tape.
Yes.
In this case, I have the 1/2 inch wide extra sticky tape. So I'm just going to show you how simple this is. You just put it together, you fold it right where she tells you to, glue that or tape that in place, and there's your piece. And you can go ahead and decorate it with your papers before you tape it together. Add your vellum to the back panel.
Now here is what Teresa has done for this webisode. And every card that we're going to be showing you is done out of a brand new paper pack called Ruby Rose. And let me show you that. But isn't that gorgeous?
It's beautiful. It's simple. You saw how simple it was. It's just a sort of a clever little technique that she thought of, and okay, there you go.
And I love the tea light in there. I just think it's such a fun extra thing. Please don't use a burning candle.
No, yeah, she says that in the instructions.
Don't do that.
This is just paper after all.
Okay, so this is using Ruby Rose, and here's the Ruby Rose collection. And I don't want to take a ton of time with this because I want to get to the other projects.
And besides, you can definitely check out our product videos for all of them. We've got so many new products this year. The new catalog, it's amazing.
And this is also using the new Fantastic Frames and Phrases Dazzles. That's what's going on here. And you're going to see this used on a couple of other cards.
Plus there are buttons in there because that's part of the collection, a new button collection.
And this was designed actually specifically to go with the ruby
with
rose.
those papers. I love that. So
And
it does go, everything in it goes
There
with
will
it.
be ribbons galore,
Of
as you
course,
know.
Please
So
do see
just,
the product videos to
yes.
see this in great detail. But in the meantime, we're going to move on. But you're going to be seeing those papers throughout,
Yes.
because she has done quite a few of these cards with those papers.
And I think it's fun to see the card that she did in the DVD, and then to see what she's done out of the ruby rose. So this is out of chapter 4. This is a folder pocket card. Again, keeping with the clever idea, I'm going to open this up. And we've got 2 tags, but look what it is. It's one big sheet of cardstock.
One big sheet that has been folded and just cut, and then there you go. 2 pockets ready to go in a card.
Now,
I love that look.
She elected to use one to have a gift card and the other one to be holding.
To say happy birthday.
And look how she offset those tags. Just really
so cute.
pretty.
And that's from one of our sets as well.
It is.
Maybe the 10 tags and
yes,
labels?
right.
Okay.
Now, this is what
dies.
she's done for today. Just look at this.
Using those ruby rose papers.
Oh, and the blossoms that go with them. Yes, there you
wonderful.
go.
That's in the
So
collection.
I'm opening this. She's got the great big celebrate.
fun.
And then we've got the little tags. And this time she's elected to have 2 gift cards.
Right.
Someone really scored. And it's your day.
But just to open that one more time, I mean, this is the cleverness. If we back out just a little bit, the one big piece of cardstock,
12 by 12,
folded and was 12 by 12 originally, not now, and cut down and then cut. And she tells you the dimensions, and she'll give you a pattern when needed. Simple. Easy to do, just really fun.
I think it's very fun to see them. Sometimes when you see a project, you go, oh, okay, well, that's how I have to duplicate it. But fun to see what she's done using something different and using something brand new.
So she gives you ideas on how to start. You'll look at that video and you'll go, oh, that's the one I want to make as soon as you see it, and then you can have fun.
Okay, in chapter 3, we have a double wrap over birthday card. Okay,
This is fun.
Again, clever. It just goes like this. And you see how those things are.
We've got some
popping down?
suspended. Oh, they've been suspended on little strips of acetate.
Right.
And how fun is that? And this has been taken from the die cuts that go with the Sweet Life papers, I believe.
Exactly.
Oh, hopscotch papers.
Now
That's
look
right.
what
It's
she's
in there.
done.
It's on the
same,
DVD.
Same idea with ruby rose, with those phrases and frames and phrases, dazzles. Isn't that
fun? And that is so simple. And again, in the patterns that she gives you, in the dimensions, it's just a card like this, and she has added the strips. She tells you exactly where to put the tape, where to fold these. These are the little patterns that she gave me, so she even wrote on these for me, so that you can just tape that here and here, and she's using extra sticky tape again.
Right.
And then it's just going to go like that. So that's what you're seeing. One of those at the top, one of those at the bottom.
Yep.
But when you're all done with the embellishments, it looks so much more than just that simple technique.
Isn't that wonderful? I love how she's got the 2 circles on the front and then that rectangle on the inside against the silver paper.
And it's perfectly
Just
covered
beautiful.
up like that, too.
Yeah.
I just love that.
Yes,
That's
and
great.
yet she's found room to have the flowers. Just really, really nice.
Beautiful.
The woman is brilliant. What can I tell
I
you?
agree.
Okay,
Absolutely.
now in chapter 3, so this was chapter 4. I think I've lost track.
Yeah,
okay,
me too.
in chapter 3, this is an envelope fold pop-up. So
Okay,
this
how do we
is
do this
this
one?
is
Let's
tucked
see.
under the die cut,
All right.
and then we open it. It's kind of like an
Ta-da.
envelope,
Ta-da!
but it's got a twist, and so this
It
just pops right out.
Oh, I didn't even know it popped
see
up
the
like
window.
that. Very nice.
Isn't that neat?
Very fun.
Very fun.
And again, just
Easy to
a
do.
couple of simple elements. She's got the card. Here's the base. It's going to fold like that. She's got this piece, which with the window in the center, and then she's got each end, it folds down. She's got the extra sticky tape on there, and then she just taped it at this point, and right along that fold at that point. So then when you open it up, it sort of stops right there. And so with the card, you can see it pops up.
Okay,
Very
here's
simple.
the one out of Ruby Rose. So we again are using the Dazzles, as you've seen.
Right.
And this tucks under right here.
Right.
So that's the envelope part. It's kind of
Okay.
tucks under. And then let's pop this out. Look how pretty. Now she's used the cutting die
It is beautiful.
to make that easy. And isn't this fun how this oval has been kind of cut off right there.
Right.
So, but you still
But
see that you are beautiful.
So that it fits, and you didn't really need to see that. And you know, I have to say that you're opening it up, and you're like pulling it out to do this. And when I first saw this, all I did was open it up and do that, and that was enough for me. And even if you don't pull it, there's the frame to me, and you can see it's
beautiful.
sort of like a. So I mean, I think it can go either way.
I think you're right.
And that's a beautiful look too.
Very, and very clever. Just absolutely, the woman is a whiz. Teresa, you're a whiz. Now I have one more.
All right.
And this, oh no, I've got two more.
Two more.
This is the Twisted Gatefold. Okay, here's the one from her, from the DVD. And you just
Okay,
go
you're watching.
like that.
Ta-da.
Want to see that again?
How simple was
Okay.
that? But it's so
Clever.
It's so clever. I love that.
Ta-da!
Fun.
Just like that.
With
Okay.
nice big die cuts right on the front. Okay, now we're going to see it with Ruby
Now we're going to
Rose.
see it with Ruby Rose, and again the phrases and frames and phrases, and ta-da! Oh, isn't that pretty? You're the best. Oh,
Ta-da. And again, just a pattern. She'll give you the pattern. She'll tell you where to cut it. Look at that. It's just so simple, but how clever
Right.
that she came up with that. So
that
very
neat?
fun. It's all on the DVD.
And also just the use of the products, just so beautiful. And I thought it was really fun that she made all of these
Right.
out of the Ruby Rose.
Yeah.
Now, I do have to show you this because I think it's kind of fun. This is what she did in the DVD. This is out of chapter 6. This is the special shapes. And this little one actually stands up. And
This
she
is
elected.
called the easel treat box.
Okay. And so you can put treats in it.
Right.
So very fun.
And while this is a Christmas one, I know it's New Year's. I mean, you can do this for Valentine's Day.
Well, let me
or
show you.
anything else.
This is
Ooh.
what Teresa did for today. And she added some Post-it notes and a pen. Now, let me
Very
tell you
cute.
something. Teresa made me one of these
Okay.
and gave it to me actually for my birthday, which is probably when she was working on
All
this.
right.
And in mine, she included these. These are Post-its that are just bigger. So I didn't get the pen. I got it like this, just like that.
But I
I'll
love
tell you,
the just a note part. It's perfect.
Isn't that great?
With the Dazzles.
and here's what I do. When I'm laying out the
Okay.
catalog,
Next time.
these are the Post-its that I use because this is what it looks like.
Oh, yeah.
So this page last year was the paper painting. This year it's Ruby Rose, and there's the Dazzles and everything else that's going
So
with it.
perfect. So this was a perfect gift for you.
So that's how
Look
the
at all the
catalog
little tags.
becomes real.
She's working all the time. working, bringing new things to you. Have you seen the new catalog?
But I thought it was fun to see
is.
see what else you can do with it and how
Right.
you can personalize it.
And creating something so
Mm-hmm.
simple like this, she gives you the patterns. You're going to be able to print them off. I'm just showing a sample. You print these off. These are what are required, the patterns to create that. And then I would just cut this out, and then I have a template and use that template to trace and cut out
Right.
my pieces, and I will score them right where she tells me to, and then I'm just going to start doing exactly what Teresa tells us to. Oh, this part goes like that.
That becomes the easel.
That's right. This part, I'm going to fold these tabs back. This is going to glue here. This one is going to glue here. And now I've got that backdrop. And then the
That's the
last
pocket.
piece is the pocket. And you just start folding it into place, folding up those bottom pieces. It all comes together really like a well-laid plan. I love it when a plan
it's-
comes together.
And we let Teresa do the
There we
planning for us.
go. So you can see how simple it. I mean, I'm just sort of doing this right in front of you, and you're going to take a little more time, but really that's pretty quick. And there was nothing too difficult about that.
So all of this is in 100 Clever Creative Cards by our very own Teresa Welch.
Right.
And it is something you will use forever and ever and ever.
That's the great thing about them. When you get one of Teresa's DVDs, you can always go back to, I need something unique idea, something fun.
Something, let me think, clever and creative.
Yes.
We have it for you. And want to ask you to join us tomorrow. We'll have more new goodies and more excitement for you.